Hi guys, so today I am so excited to be doing this video. I honestly have not come across a product line that I'm this excited about, and honestly I can't even tell you when. And in fact, you know what? Instead of it being a product review, I'm actually going to be calling it a product rave, which is the first time I've ever done that since I've had the channel, which is all of about 6 weeks. So, but it is the first because I think it deserves that title. It's phenomenal. It's almost like I found a little gem because it wasn't readily known. I hadn't heard about it before. I came across it a few weeks ago and right away ordered it. Was just like, oh my gosh, I need to try these products. Everything about it was unique and different, and as a sort of product junkie, you come across so many different things, and well, you know what? Can I really say different? They're not really that different. They're sort of along the same lines, whereas this I found actually really unique, and ordered it, thought it was going to take a while. I'd ordered a few things. I thought it was going to be the last to arrive, but it was the first, and that was just amazing because I'm an incredibly patient person. So it came within 6 days to a week, which was brilliant. I put the order in. The very next day there was a shipping confirmation. It had already been sent out. So hooray for that, especially in Canada, as you know, we all know it can sometimes take a month to get something, 3 weeks, and this is just from across the border. So the shipping, phenomenal. Customer service, phenomenal. I can't rave enough about the products themselves, and so without further ado, there it is. It's a product line from a renowned makeup artist named Ellis Faas. Now, she has worked with the likes of Mario Testino, Karl Lagerfeld for Chanel and Fendi. The list goes on and on and on. So a very illustrious career. And I'm not sure exactly when the genesis was. I did hear something about, I think she came out with lip products in 2009 and then just expanded from there. And I'm so glad she did, because everything that I've tried is stellar. All the products, phenomenal. There is only one little tiny thing, and I mean little tiny, and I'll speak about that once I get the products out. But again, they come housed in this. Everything is kept in this cylinder. So if you are, out for a long day and you do need a lot of your products, you can just put everything in there and pop that into your bag. So it's brilliant that way. Or you can just carry them individually. If you have a clutch or something smaller, it comes with a mirror. And, it just speaks to all of my sensibilities. So, number one, aesthetically beautiful. Phenomenal products. I think I've mentioned time and time again my penchant for liquids and cream products. I just find that as I've gotten older, I tend to gravitate towards that. I like the finish of it better. I like the fact that it sort of has a more natural effect. Now, I'm saying that loosely because, there are so many different things out there. But for me, I kind of, rather than having powder sit on top, I really like blending things into my skin and the ease of it, and I love the finish of cream products. And I think the only product she has is her actual face powder. Everything else comes in a cream or liquid form. So again, it's almost like if I could create something, I would create this, but of course I don't need to because she has, and she is much better at it than I would ever be. So comes with a mirror. That's where the powder would be kept. The lid just pops right off. And, okay, I'm going to be honest. When I got it, I was so excited, and I was just like ripping open the thing, and I didn't read what came with it. So when I put everything in, I was like, how am I going to get that? I'm not too sure. I kind of did one of these. Well, of course, with further reading, this bottom part turns, and that's how each pops up like that. And they all come in pen form, like so, and they all have, E for eyes, S for skin, meaning the cheek, and then L for lips. So it's very easy to distinguish between them. Now, this is the part that I really, really love. Her philosophy behind this line was using the human body as her inspiration and her palette. So all the colors that she has created, well, actually hasn't created, but chosen really come from our own bodies. And I think that that's absolutely ingenious. So it really doesn't matter, you know, what race, what skin type, blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes. It really doesn't matter, because all of these colors will suit you, because we're all human beings after all. So I love that. And I do love sort of rich, earthy colors, and her whole palette was like that. So it was very, well, in fact, you know, I wanted to order a dozen of the things, but I thought, you know, I'm going to err on the side of caution and just pick out a few things. And again, I only picked eyes, cheeks, and lips, just because I found foundation would be a little bit harder for me to choose because of my, you know, yellowness. As we all know, I have quite a problem finding the right color tone in my foundations and concealers. And the standout products to me are the eye products. They're phenomenal. In fact, you know, for my bestie to notice and go, wow, your eyes look fantastic, I love that. I mean, that's a big deal, because usually, you know, he never really says too much. So he noticed it right away. The ease, the texture of them, they're so velvety, and she has it categorized as creamy and milky. And in the lips, there's creamy, milky, and glazed, I believe. And so they come in different consistencies. They're highly pigmented. The pigmentation is amazing. And what I'll try and do is do swatches on my blog, so you can really get the colors and how beautiful they really are, because I just think that the video just won't serve it justice. So they come with different applicators. The one thing that I will mention is I really prefer brushes. I found that with the shower head sponge tip, that sometimes when I would click it, it wouldn't come out fast enough for me, so I'd click it a few times more because I am impatient, and then too much would come out, and consequently it would just keep coming out very slowly. That is such a minor thing, because the products themselves are so phenomenal, I will overlook it. And because really, they're so worth it in terms of the texture, the buildability. They're almost mistake proof. It's almost as though it looks like you spent a lot of time on your makeup and you really haven't. I mean, honestly, the only tool that I used was one 217 brush to put on the makeup today. Everything was with my fingers. And the actual product, they come with little brushes and sponges. And it's phenomenal. It's just one of those things where I can swipe it on my eye, even blend away with my finger or 217, and it looks like I've done a lot of work. It looks like I've had this sort of gradation and smoke, and that I've sort of buffed it out, and I really haven't done any of those things. I've just applied it and then blended for literally 5 seconds. So it's the formulation and how she's made it that makes it that sort of velvety and easy to work with. Because they're so pigmented, you almost think, oh gosh, you know, if I make a mistake, I don't know. But it's not like that at all. How she can get it so pigmented and yet so workable is ingenious to me. So they are phenomenal. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's gorgeous. You can just pop that into your clutch. I will put a link in the sidebar, and you know, they are a little bit pricier, but for me, honestly, I have spent much more on products that I like, not even half as much. So it's not a waste of money in any, I mean, in fact, I'm going to have to order more eyeshadows because I just love them that much. And in fact, since I've gotten them, they're the only things I've used, because once you get into something where almost everything about that product is almost perfectly catered to you, you just really, there's no reason to grab for anything else. So I'm incredibly excited. I'm so thrilled that I stumbled across this line, and I'm a huge fan. And hopefully you'll at least take the time out to investigate. Again, I will put the link so you can sort of see the website and the colors. What I love as well, here's the thing, and I love this. I don't know if you can see that. See that? Only tested on supermodels. I mean, I just love that. And obviously the work is stunning. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you ever decide to take the leap. It's well worth it. Thanks so much.